now with you after some technical difficulties. This is the NJCAA Network. I'm Peyton Gallagher. Two teams on the field in front of you. Pima Aztecs, the number 5 seed, host team for this tournament, and the Southeastern Blackhawks, the number 9 seed out of West Burlington, Iowa. A lot of stories to unfurl here as this match takes place and takes shape. Ball coming down the near side. This Southeastern team last night won about as far in a match as you can go to fall flat. Undone at the last in the final minute against the Morton Panthers. Went into extra time there. Winner procured in the 119th. So you wonder about not only the physical state and how much fatigue might play a factor here today against Pima, but also about the mental state as well. Those important points dropped here to start the tournament. Ishimori bursting forward and taking off the ball. For Pima, their first match in group play here in Group D. Cutting inside the 18. Shielded away from the ball on that run there. Taichi Yamada, 5'9" sophomore from Hiroshima, Japan. A lot of Japanese presence on the field tonight. Southeastern with several players from the land of the Rising Sun 6. The entire roster consisted of players from outside the borders of the United States, inhabiting 3 different continents: Europe, South America, and Asia. Ball now in the near corner. Ezekiel Johnson struggling with it. Now Takechi. Fossil Grant powering ahead. Down the near side. Big sliding tackle. Daniel Eller not wasting a moment to put a foot in. Sophomore from, or rather the freshman from right here in Tucson, as we take another look. This is time to perfection, had to get it right. Goal kick coming. Jacob Garcia now thrust forward. And Deoso Ornelas was trying to play forward. Now he takes a throw. Ten minutes played into the half. Snapped up by Whelan Joseph. KG start to things. Out for another throw. Morton already sitting on those 3 points. With a win, Pima can set up a real showdown. Winner-take-all match. It would send whoever is victorious into the semifinal round. Now on the far touchline. High rising ball that asks some solid questions as it's headed out over the goal line. Will be a corner kick. Back post ball bouncing up and over the frame of goal. Perfect technique there. They tell you to head it straight into the ground and hope good things happen. As it was put in a very good place from the kick taker there. Fossil and Grant running on to it. A strong header from Ham. An unfortunate skid off the pitch. Joining the corner and burning down the far line. Here are the Blackhawks. But again, cleaned up well. Jacob Garcia. Obscured from the ball by Takechi. Now Ishimura and Fossil and Grant. The Blackhawks coming out the aggressors after what befell them last night at the last. Takechi across from deep. And St. Louis will watch it go for a throw. Fossil and Grant can't reach out and prod that in a dangerous direction. And crowd it out. Ishimura! He scored yesterday. And he scores again today. That is a lightning bolt from the Japanese midfielder. What a hit. That is simply captivating. Watch it fly off his left foot. Sinks into the back of the net. And it's 1-0. What a response. What resolve from Southeastern. 15 minutes through, 1-0 up. Attempt comes flinging in. Toyota. Well dealt with by the Blackhawks. Can't get over that strike. Ishimura again, finding a way to fit it in the back of the net yesterday. That more scrappy. His second goal of the tournament. This one he'll remember for the rest of his days. Just purity of hit from number 30 in silver. It was a silver bullet off his foot. And here's St. Louis looking for more. Him and the keeper sliding tackle. Gets the job done. Pima, the Aztecs, on their heels. Ball bounced over the defender's head. St. Louis with pace was able to sprint in. Garate able to atone for misjudging the ball. Worst feeling in the world as a defender to watch it bounce over your head as it comes in again. Up to it high at the near post. Medeiros Ornelas, the one who guards his goalkeeper. And again, it's an onslaught of attacking pressure. This time relieved, though. That ball overhit. Under these beaming lights at the Keno Sportsplex. Yamada, and back into the middle of the park. Yamada again, much of the ball. A stop and a start. A streaking run to the byline. Isaku, Yamada. Isaku again. And all the way back, Pima. Now enjoying a spell with the ball. St. Louis probing again. Thrust into the box. Ishimura taken down. They tell him to get up. Fossil Grant whips one. This time wheeling well too high. Ezekiel Johnson does well to just poke that into a place where Grant can at least hope to make some magic happen. Johnson out-muscled. Osornio. Whelan Johnson will watch it worm by. Zankovic. Once more, Yamada carving out the half yard he needs, but De Bruin, the Dutchman, comes flying in. Yamada interfered with the center back on the ground, so foul given. Well, hold on now. Things being discussed at the moment, and nobody seems too pleased with it. What is this? A free kick being awarded inside the 18-yard box. Center official is Matt Johnson, and he makes an odd ruling there. And it goes spraying into the side netting. Appeared the ball had to be touched before it was struck. Hope to get some more clarity on the rules here in a moment. I believe it will be done again here. And it's blocked again, this time by St. Louis. As we understand it, that was an indirect free kick. That's why it had to be touched first. You'll see those sometimes when a goalkeeper will take a step outside their box when they punt the ball away. I can't say in my lifetime around the game I've seen one assessed inside the area like that, though. As the letter of the law dictates, it's when a player commits an infringement that is in a less than serious nature. And that's the ruling that's had there. Ultimately has no effect on the game as Takeshi is chopped down there by Yamada. And now they're stretching him out in a Cirque du Soleil type fashion. All kinds of fun stuff taking place here. You had your bingo cards out. Probably about halfway there already. On the pivot, a well-filtered ball through. Flying in formation now. The Aztecs, Yamada again. Into Sornio. Pumped wide. Cutting in. And still going. Yamada. Skip towards goal and cleared away. St. Louis sent stumbling. He touches surface, the ball comes to the back post. Shot skims off the bar, my goodness. A powerful attempt whipped off the left foot of Jacob Garcia. Glancing off the crossbar, and it's that close for the Aztecs. You hear the oohs and ahs from around the ground. Here's Ishimura. I feel for the fantastic he does. De Bruyne. Blackhawks flying high with that one goal lead in their back pocket, in search of more. Ezekiel Johnson and now De Bruyne deep in the attacking half. De Bruyne popped one hot and hard, and it's still in play. Christian Satine did enough to deal with it. 6'1" Italian keeper from Turin. Garcia, who just bruised the bar. Now with attacking intent again, but it's De Bruyne again, showing why he is the classiest of the central defenders in this tournament. And Ishimura. And a splitting ball. Fosslin Grant, not the best of first touches. Ishimura. Takeshi deep in the midfield now. And if they can counter quickly, a lot of space on this near side. Garcia. Takeshi slow getting back. And a switch of play. Hit too hard. Beyond the reach of Bianchi. St. Louis, options in the center. It's Fosslin Grant, and it is 2-0. Fosslin Grant. Who's led the line from the front, the leading light for the Blackhawks on the year, adds to his goal tally. That's a tap in. Pima caught flat-footed, and now in a deep hole. Southeastern, they had to win this match to stay alive in this tournament, and they put themselves in excellent position to do exactly that. It's less jaw-dropping than the first goal. But it'll do all the same. Now Ishimura back to work, no rest for the wicket. Ishimura. And Takeshi. Pima look dazed and confused. Trying to get this away from danger. Garcia. Flapped out wide for De Bruyne to play back in. What a ball. Ishimori. And there goes the whistle, a foul. Not much question there. She just kind of grabbed a hold and pulled back. Free kick. Takeshi can really do some damage here. His ball into some traffic and still on. St. Louis pushing wide and still trying to cut it back in, and he earns a corner. Headed onto the board, still there, and somehow that hasn't found its way in. It's a barrage, though. Did this get trapped underneath the keeper's backside? Struck his foot for certain. He's fortunate the first player to it was an Aztec, not a Blackhawk. All set, another stab at it from a set piece. Goran Zankovic set to deliver. still being pushed apart here and figuring out what's going to happen next with the player still down. Already 7 shots, 4 on target, and of course the 2 goals for Southeastern, who's come out with something to prove in this game. In the corner to follow. Headed. Now sent back in. And Garcia flips the field. And with swiftness. Here's Pima. Osornio. Hobbled in the box. Yamada. Can't bring it under his spell. Throw in for Pima. What is effectively a home game for Pima, the local team in Tucson and the host college, even if it isn't on their campus. This crowd on hand, one of the bigger ones we've seen today, and they are stunned. Defending to stay in the match right now, the Aztecs attempting to weather this storm. Grant scored the second of the 2 goals on a wonder run. Widens the play out. Takeshi giving everything to pursuing it. He does get there ahead of an Aztec defender. Back to Grant. Blocked on the first attempt. Well defended by Gutierrez Rembao. It only takes one for Pima to strike right back into the match. Give themselves something to hope and to chase for. Big hit there. 15 minutes left in this half of play. Question becomes for David Cosgrove, now in his 22nd season, steering the ship for Pima. So we see the foul there. How aggressive do you get? Do you want to get to halftime to redress everything tactically, try and motivate your team again? Or do you want to make a conscious effort to committing numbers forward, potentially leaving yourself exposed at the back, but giving yourself a chance to stem the tide ahead of halftime? Fossil and Grant, doesn't care which direction they go. He's got mine for goal, and now the shot. It's over the roof of it. Grant did well to work it into a position where a shot could be had. And technique wasn't bad either, just hit a hair too high. I believe that was Diego Riguera that had a swing there. Play blown at. Gagne and Yu lost the handle on it, and now the counter. Wind's blowing in favor of the Blackhawks until that. Whelan Joseph. Oh, this could be something. Garcia. Joseph fumbles again. Shaky moments at the back. Joseph just wanted that as far away from it as possible, as quickly as possible. Didn't hit it very hard or far, but was able to scoop it up and claim. Now on the other end. Pima pinned in. St. Louis on a wonder run betwixt four defenders. Still fighting for it. Zankovic. Back post ball, and it had to be claimed. Satine reached up and plucked it away as the run came late. Great ball from Zankovic. Threaded through. What might this be? De Bruin. Now Bianchi, another go. Here in this 35th minute. Nori. Corner kick. Out swinging ball. Fossil and Grant. Friends arriving on all sides. St. Louis pivots. Flushes back to Grant, and Grant crosses in. Satine up. He's lost the handle. Menacing moment again for the Blackhawks. Play deadens. It's being sorted out. I believe it was an injured player. The cause for concern. Clock stopped. Drop ball taken. Ishimori. He bumped into a Pima player. Fossil and Grant, who's been in fine form here today. Now Ishimori. He's lost it. Garcia. Takeshi. And it rolled over the line. Back in play. swooping in. Dangerous handled for now. Pima still thirsting after that first goal back. Trying to just chip away. Dong Yu. And back to the back line. Dangerous touch. And slipping down at the crucial moment. And now St. Louis, known for his flourish and fantastic speed. Ball sprung to the opposite side now. Grant had a shot, and he has another. And he wanted to make it a brace. Satine unhappy with his defense. Blackhawks starting to press, trying to win it back in a transitional moment. That was a well-worked switch of play, but it was even unnecessary. Foul issued in. Zenkovic. Another Ishimori there. Scorching through midfield. Grant up ahead, Ishimori. Among others, leading the charge in. Grant again. And here's Ishimori. He's done it once, but he won't do it twice, at least not now. Emboldened by his first strike. This time, although the first touch was pretty good, may have heard footsteps as he was closed down. About 5 minutes left in this frame of play. Enough time for Pima to maybe get one back, but it won't happen here. St. Louis. De Bruin venturing out of the back line to try and win the ball, and he has failed to do so. The side does want to throw, though. Dong Yu. Daniel Ayler back for Satine. Wide for Garcia. Slotted into the center of the park and now to the opposite side. Scoot forward. Fighting to the byline, a goal kick. Might have seen the blue and red textile patterns. This wonderful match ball. It's provided by Select Sports, who is proud to be the official match ball of the National Junior College Athletic Association. Select Super FIFA match ball is used exclusively at all NJCAA soccer championships. Select Sport, inspired by history, but designed for the future. That ball in motion now. St. Louis, he's hobbled, illegally so. Two men top this free kick. It could be an early knockout. The Southeastern can score here. Rocketing ball that is routine enough for Satine. Ayler vaults forward. And now up for Fossil and Grant. In the final minute of the half now. Slipped ahead. This is decent. Osornio in the final 40 seconds, a roulette turn. Osornio trying to get one back. Stepping into the box. And he's called to get up. It was really a remarkable run forward. Fossil and Grant making one of his own. Grant a chop. Fossil and Grant laid off. Zankovic. St. Louis, little time left. Oliver hounds it back, the last go of the half. Grant right to Satine. And that'll do it. Regardless of that missed opportunity, the period decidedly that of the Blackhawks. 2-0. Ishimori and Grant providing the advantage. It's been a thrilling ride under the lights. It will continue after this halftime break.